Hey everyone, Alex here, and in this video I'm going to show how you can automatically generate PDFs of invoices from your Airtable data. You'll see here I'm in a table called invoices. I also have this linked table, line items, that I'm going to include, and whenever I click on this button here, we're going to trigger a formula that's going to create a PDF of our invoice, and it's going to use the data specific to that record. You'll see if I open it up there, this is billed to Lewis Hamilton, which links up with the name of the customer, only one line item in this case, and a grand total of $6,000, all of which are reflected here. The PDF is accessible via a link on this screen, but it's also automatically uploaded to your Airtable data. So let's get into it. Now, the approach we're going to take to generating PDFs of our invoices is we're going to create a reusable template, and then we're going to fill that reusable template with the specific data to each record every time we're generating a PDF. Now, in order to build a reusable template and actually generate the PDFs, we're going to be using a tool called DocuPotion. Full disclaimer, I am the founder of DocuPotion. We have a free trial, and after that there are paid plans depending on how many documents you want to generate each month. Once you sign up for an account, you're going to be navigated to the DocuPotion dashboard. If you go to the template section, you're then going to have a few options when you click on the new template button. You're going to be able to either describe with AI, you're going to be able to upload a fillable PDF, or use an existing template. Now, we actually do already have some invoice templates that we could use, but I want to go through the AI generator because it also allows you to create any other type of document, and it's also useful for creating specific types of invoices. So I'm going to go back to templates. I'm going to click on describe with AI, and I'm going to call this invoice. And then you'll see there's already an invoice prompt here, a simple invoice for my freelance business with line items and payment terms. Okay, let's assume I'm not running a freelance business. Let's say I'm running a software business and I don't want to include payment terms. I just want the basics. I'm then going to add some sample data. And this is important because we're going to include merge fields inside in our template that we're going to fill with the different records data every time we create our PDF. And the best thing to do, I think, is basically use the name of the columns in your Airtable table, because that makes it really easy to map. So I have a pretty simple setup here. I have invoices where I have the customer name, address, grand total, and line items. Grand total is a roll-up field, and then line items is linked to this field here. So I'm going to include references to all of these columns. I'm not going to make sure the spelling matches exactly because it doesn't need to. We're going to manually map them in just a minute. So I'm going to type in customer name, address, line items, and then I'm going to put in brackets just so DocuPotion knows that it's a linked record or an array. I'm going to put in name, price, quantity, total, and then also grand total. I'm then going to click on the create template button, and this is going to take maybe a minute or two depending on how specific you get when you're describing your document. DocuPotion is basically taking all of the information, we get it, and it's then going to go away, create our template, include the relevant merge fields, and then we're going to get a preview of our template once it's done all that. So let's just give it a couple more seconds. Okay, you can see here we have our invoice template. You can see here we have merge fields, which pretty much map to what we said in the sample data. And we're going to use this, but we want to make a few changes first because, for example, it's putting Bytecraft Technologies as the name of my company. That's not the name of my company. And the way we can edit this template is much like we interact with a ChatGPT or a Claude. We simply just chat with it here in the left-hand corner. So change my company name to DocuPotion Limited. Click enter, and DocuPotion is then going to take that prompt. It's going to go away and it's going to make the appropriate update to the template. So you can see there we now have DocuPotion Limited. It's kept the description there, which is fine. And it's also kept this logo, which I don't really love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a logo by clicking on this add button. I'm then going to say use, and I'm going to use the @ command to specify image 1 as the company logo. Use www.docupotion.com as the website. And again, submit that and DocuPotion will make the changes. You can make as many, or you can make really detailed changes, I should say. You don't need to just make one simple one like that. You can ask for sections to be added, to be removed. It's really like interacting with a ChatGPT or a Gemini or a Claude. You just got to give enough information, and you can also attach context files. So if, for example, you had a invoice template already and you wanted it to mimic that in certain ways, you could attach that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. So I'm going to click publish. That's going to make this active. I'm then going to go to the generate tab, and you'll see here we have a couple of ways to generate our PDFs. I'm going to go with Airtable, and I'm going to be asked to connect my Airtable account. Once I click on this connect Airtable account button, I'm going to be brought to the screen here, and I can choose to give DocuPotion access to absolutely everything in my Airtable bases or custom access. In my case, I only need DocuPotion to really be able to access this company OS base. So I'm going to choose custom access, and I'm going to search for company OS, and I'm going to grant it access to that. I'm then going to be brought back to my DocuPotion editor, and you'll see we can start mapping our fields. So I'm going to click on this base drop down. I'm going to click the one base that's there. If you had given it access to more bases, you could choose between a few different amounts. I'm going to choose invoices as my primary table. That's the table where I'm actually going to generate the PDFs from. Document name field, I'm going to go with customer name. That's going to be the name that's associated with the PDF we're creating. And then we also need to have an attachment field in our table. So I've already created this invoice attachment field here. If you haven't one created already, you'll need to create one, and you're going to need to reference it in here. We can choose whether we want each field to be able to accept multiple PDFs or just the one. I'm happy to just have one per record, so I'm going to leave that as yes. And then we start mapping our fields. And you'll see back here in our template, we have these fields, and we need to map them to specific Airtable fields. Customer name is going to go to customer name. Customer address is going to go to address, and grand total is going to go to grand total. We also have linked records here. And in our case, we're going to be referencing this line items linked record. So I'm going to choose line items as the linked record. I'm going to choose grid view, which is the only one there. And then I'm going to map these fields as well. Name is going to be name. Quantity will be quantity. Price of product, and total is going to be total. Pretty happy with that mapping. I'm going to click on save mapping. And then there are two ways we can generate our PDFs. We can use an Airtable automation. So we can trigger the generation on a schedule, on a button click or whatever. Or we can just generate on a click using a button or a formula field. I'm going to take you through both these approaches, but I'm going to start off on the generate on a click. So you'll see here we have a formula, and what we need to do is copy this formula, go back into our Airtable base, the primary table, which is invoices, create a new either button or formula field. I'm going to go with button. I'm going to call it generate invoice, and then we need to paste in our formula inside here. We can then create that, and now whenever I click on this button, we're going to trigger a PDF generation. You can see here it takes a few seconds, but once it's done, we're going to be able to click on this view PDF button, and that's going to show us our nicely formatted PDF that matches what we have in DocuPotion. And again, you can see the data here, driving lesson, steering wheel, there are line items. That's specific to our Oscar Piastri record. And again, you'll also see that this PDF is automatically uploaded to our Airtable base. That's why we had to specify the attachment field. That's how you generate PDFs using the generation link. I'm also going to show you how you can do it with an Airtable automation. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to click generate automatically. And there's actually a video here you can watch if you want to get full instructions. But again, I'm going to copy the code. I'm going to go back to Airtable. I'm going to delete this field here, but I'm going to add in a new one. And the reason I'm adding in a new one is I'm going to use a checkbox to basically run our Airtable automation. So I'm going to go checkbox. We're going to create that. Maybe let's change the name to generate invoice. I'm going to go over to automations. I'm just going to make sure this existing one is turned off because it's quite similar, I believe. I'm going to click create new automation. And then we're going to trigger this automation whenever that checkbox is checked. So I'm going to say in the invoices table, when generate invoice is checked, you can see I spelled it slightly wrong, but it doesn't matter. We're then going to run a script, and the script is going to be this formula here. So again, I'm copying that, I'm pasting it in here, finishing editing. And then actually just before I finish editing, I nearly missed a really crucial step. We need to specify an input variable. And the name of that is going to be exactly this variable here, a record_invoice underscore ID, all lowercase. You can type it or just copy and paste it, but it must match that exactly. And the value for that is going to be the Airtable record ID. That's how the automation knows which specific record we're going to create the PDF for. So I'm going to turn this on. And now whenever I click on this generate invoice checkbox, we're going to kick off our automation. And then in just a second, we should see a PDF automatically uploaded here, which you can see is exactly what's happened. And again, if we open it up, again, we have the data specific to that record showing up. So the approach you want to take in terms of generation, link versus automation depends on your use case. The nice thing about the automation is you can trigger it on something that's not clicking a checkbox here. You don't have to go through, opening up this in a new tab, but this is also a pretty simple way to do it. So it depends on your specific use case, but two different options. So I hope this has been useful. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments below.